Hey guys, welcome back to another reaction video. Today I'm reacting to Nobody Talks About the Strength of Australia. Yeah. Do you know what? This is irrelevant, going totally off topic here, but when you have to do your hair and you have to put half of it up like this, do you know how hard it is to get it in the center? Like this is not in the center, it's like on the side, but if I just like distribute the hair, kind of looks like it's in the center, and that's what matters. So I fooled everyone here to thinking I tied my hair in the center. Anyway, let's watch this video. I don't even know what I was about to say. This is what happens when like you just yap and you don't actually know what's going on. But let's watch it.
Every country has its pros and cons. Some
That's
countries have more
true.
pros, some have more cons, but no country is perfect. After I had traveled Australia,
I feel like when I put both earphones in, I can't hear myself and I'm shouting.
I think Australia does better than my country of origin, Germany. Number 1. How people talk to each other. In Australia, it is most common to address someone with their first names. Family names do not matter that much. I have seen letters from authorities like the council beginning with Dear Molly instead of Dear Mrs. Smith. When I opened my bank account, I had the appointment with a girl just a bit younger than myself. When I went out the office, there was an old man waiting outside for her to call him in. She said to him, "Hello Arthur, how are you doing?" That felt so strange to me. I couldn't imagine what kind of relationship these two would be having that this young girl would dare to address this old man with his first name. In Germany, I couldn't really think of a lot of situations where a young lady would address an old man with his first name. Even when you're in hospital and you
after living in New Zealand, they do that there as well. I've noticed they're very like
still address you with your family name. Hello Mr. Smith, how are
friendly,
you?
I guess. What's the word? Informal, which is actually
it is very common in
yeah,
Germany
it's like very friendly.
For a company for 2 years that you don't even know your boss's first name. In Australia, no matter where you go or who you get to know, everyone is immediately your mate. Of course there are black sheep, but you get the general idea. The downside to that, for me personally, is that you can never know who is your actual friend. In Germany, it takes a long time to really make friends with someone, but once you're friends with him, you know that he will try to move mountains for you. Number 2. That might sound a little surprising, but school uniforms. If I were to wear school uniforms back in the day when I was still a kid in school, my life would have been a lot easier. When I went to school, I got bullied on a regular basis for years and years. And no, I'm not asking for anyone's pity, I'm doing just fine. Back in the day, my parents were only able to get me second-hand clothes. When the new PlayStation 3 came out, guess who got a used PlayStation 1 for Christmas? But I was happy with what I had. I liked my clothes.
I kind of grew up the same, you know, didn't come from a very wealthy family.
Have had a problem with me being poor. And of course they were picking on me for the clothes that I was wearing.
This is my problem. I wore school uniform my whole life.
Shoes as your
so like,
shoes without the spikes.
There's a problem with clothes. Like you repeat the clothes or whatever and everyone's like, oh, but like, hello, washing machine.
Obviously my mom wouldn't have enough money to buy me those. But we went to Deichmann anyways, which is a big German shoe chain franchise. Every town has one. And Deichmann has their own home brand called Victory. They were copying designs of famous shoes, make a few adjustments and sell them cheap. And so it was that I didn't get Nike 90s, but Victory 70s. I personally was so proud. I love those shoes. But you can imagine my schoolmates' opinion on them.
People are so like, kids, mean kids. I just can't deal with mean kids. Like, why are kids mean to each other? Come on.
Number 3.
That's just so silly, man.
There is an official term for these things, but I call them twist lids. Some glass bottles, I think mainly beer bottles, they have a lid that you can just twist off, so you don't need a lid.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best.
You can even easily just twist the lid back on the bottle and put it back in the fridge. Not that I knew why anyone should do that, apart from maybe when you get spontaneous diarrhea and you want to get your beer back in the fridge before you go use in the bathroom. As I have mentioned in previous videos already, there's so much technology that I have discovered in Australia that Germany, meanwhile, appears to me like a medieval country. Which is a good transition to my next point, number 4, digitalization. In Germany, you have to work yourself through a huge stack of paperwork for pretty much anything. In Australia, you can transfer your car insurance by just updating your car details in an app and you're good to go.
I
In
thought
Germany, they
like
send you a new contract via mail
I
that you
didn't
have
think I
to
didn't
fill
think it would be
out
like that. I
and
thought Germany would be
sign
the
and
same,
send
like
back. Because
everything's
in
just
Germany, a
online.
contract is only valid when it's physically signed. It is getting better slowly, but we are still far away from being as digital as Australia. Another thing is that in Germany, cash is king. And I know this is a bit controversial. Of course, I see the benefits of cash, but also the benefits of card. And Germany is a bit too cashy in my opinion. When you take the bus, you either pay the driver with cash or you show him the ticket for the month that you have previously purchased something.
Yeah.
When you go to a restaurant in Germany, it's very unlikely that they accept card. It didn't happen just once
That's
to me that I
so
forgot to bring
weird.
cash to a restaurant, so I had to leave a deposit like my ID, go off, find an ATM and bring the money. So if you go to a restaurant in Germany, make sure
That's
that
so
they
weird.
accept
New
card
Zealand,
before ordering
I feel like New
something.
Zealand and
The other
Australia are
extreme is
similar
that
in some of
Australia,
these
a lot of
ways.
restaurants do not accept
There
cash,
was like
but at least
also
they want you
even
to sign
PayWave,
the
like on your
entries about
phone.
it.
I'd
In
never
Germany,
experienced
they
that
don't.
in my life. When
I
I
think
got
they
there, I
should
was
just
just like,
leave the choice to us whether we want to pay with cash
yeah,
or
you should be
card.
able to pay with cash
That's
or
the end of
card.
this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have
Oh,
loved
that was
this and you
quick.
liked the video, please consider subscribing. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike. Whatever pleases you. I hope to see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
What a friendly guy, actually. Yeah, no, I didn't expect Germany to be, sorry, excuse my weird, habits. Anyway, I didn't expect Germany to be like, not cardless per se, but to be such like a cash focused. No. Anyway, I didn't expect cash to be like the biggest, thing that they use it, because I thought most like first world countries, that's what they're called, or developed countries rather, I think, they, I thought they would be mostly like everything was digital, you know, because the only first world country I've ever really lived in is like New Zealand, and I think New Zealand and Australia are comparable because they're, you know, geographically in the same area. There's a lot of immigration between the two, so it's obviously not the same place. Let's get something right here. They're not the same place, but they're similar. So I mean, I can't even remember how many times I had cash on me. I don't think often at all. Like, everything was card. Everything was card. For the bus, you had a little card thing that you put money into from your phone, and then you just tap when you get onto the bus. Yeah, I don't really remember ever having cash. Maybe sometimes, once or twice I had cash. I don't know. Oh, maybe if there was like a market store or something. But here, now studying in, Turkey, yeah, I guess you could call it Turkey, is almost everything's cash. Like the bus is cash. A lot of restaurants don't accept card as well. Supermarkets, all the supermarkets, it's card. But yeah, it's just that I have my card on me most of the time, but then I also have to have a bit of cash for a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's just very strange. I thought Germany would be. Didn't expect that. Also, yeah. I think being formal has its advantages, and then being informal with like your customers and clients also has its advantages. So I guess it's kind of just finding a balance where it's like, just because you address someone by their first name doesn't mean like you don't treat them like your client as well as your friend. I guess you could be super friendly, but also like still keep the relationship very professional, which I guess that's exactly what these guys do. So I mean, that's pretty nice because you like form a relationship with the client as well. So I guess it's good for business too if you know how to like find that balance. But yeah, those are it's pretty interesting actually. Just like all the stuff, the twist caps, yes. Yes, let's make that a worldwide thing, please. Oh my days, please. Because when I don't have a bottle opener and my teeth, they hate me. So I'm tired of my teeth hating me. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.